Namaste India, I am Umesh Kumar Jha and you are watching India Live and I have brought for you some new big news of country. So stay with me till the end of the video and see full report. First news is about a judicial panel over bullet justice system. Uttar Pradesh CM Yogi Adityanath has announced a 3-member judicial commission to probe the killing of former Samajwadi Party MP Atiq Ahmed and his brother Ashraf. This comes after 4 accused of the Umesh Pal murder case failed to bullets in 3 days. 2 in an encounter with police and 2 others while police were taking them for medical examinations. 2 assailants shot Atiq and Ashraf, both with long history sheets, dead while they were talking to TV reporters in Prayagraj on Saturday night. Atiq was shot dead from point blank range. Ashraf, handcuffed with Atiq, could finish his sentence in response to questions by reporters, who immediately ran for safety. A reporter and a policeman got injured in the incident. 2 shooters and their aide were arrested after they surrendered at the crime scene. The 3 arrested persons were sent to 14-day judicial custody. Umesh Pal was a key witness in the BSP MLA Raju Pal's murder case of 2005. Umesh, along with 2 bodyguards, was killed allegedly by Atiq's shooters on February 24 this year. 9 people were accused in the case, 6 have since been killed. On February 27, Arbaj was killed in an encounter. He was reportedly the driver of the vehicle that fired the shooters who killed Umesh. On March 6, Usman alias Vijay Chaudhary was killed in Prayagraj. On April 13, Atiq's son Asad and his aide Ghulam were killed in an encounter. On April 15, Atiq and his brother were killed in police custody by 2 shooters in Prayagraj. 3 other accused, Guddu Muslim, Arman and Sabir, each carrying a reward of Rs 5 lakh, are on the run. Opposition leaders Akhilesh Yadav, Mayawati, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Sitaram Yepsi and others slammed the BJP government, alleging it was not following the rules of law. AIMM's Asmuddin Awaishi sues a Supreme Court maintenance probe into the killing. Given that the shooters came posing a journalist, the Union Home Ministry has decided to prepare Standard Operating Procedure (yani SOP) for the safety of journalists, following a direction from PM Modi, said reports quoting sources. Next news is about Kejriwal and AAP on streets. Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal appeared before CBI on Sunday for questioning over the now scrapped skies policy, in a case that led to the arrest of his deputy Manish Sisodia earlier. CBI questioned Kejriwal for nearly 9 hours, during which he got a lunch break. He had arrived at CBI headquarters at around 11 am. He was taken to the first floor office of the anti-corruption branch, where he was quizzed by the investigation team, the officials said. Kejriwal waved to the waiting media persons as he left the building at around 8:30 pm. Kejriwal said, the CBI asked me a total of 56 questions. Everything is fake. The case is fake. I am convinced that don't have anything on us, not a single piece of evidence. Kejriwal was questioned as a witness in the case. CBI hasn't yet asked him to come again for the further questioning. AAP leader Manish Sisodia was arrested on February 26th after nearly 8 hours of questioning in the case, with officials saying his answers were not satisfactory. He later quit as Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. Meanwhile, Kejriwal's AAP held protesters across Delhi over CBI summons to him. The police detained several top AAP leaders, including Raghav Chadda and Sanjay Singh, for protesting near the CBI's office. They were released after Kejriwal stepped out of the CBI office. The Kejriwal government cleared an excise policy after then LG Anil Baijal ordered an inquiry into it, suspecting malpractice in policy making. Before it got the AAP government's clearance, the policy had been deferred twice. The CBI wants to find out the way policy had been deferred and why it was cleared. Next news is about Satar spoil BJP's game the way Yediyurappa once did. In a big blow to BJP's ex-CM, Jagdish Shettar resigned as Karnataka MLA, with several senior functionaries retiring or resigning over distribution of tickets. BJP is now left with very few of the old guard. The question is, will this create a void in the leadership in the state unit ahead of a crucial election? Shettar is a former CM and influential Liangate leader. The hinted on Sunday that he was getting feelers from Congress. Six-time MLA Shettar was reportedly advised by BJP to stand down and not seek a fresh term as MLA from the Hubi-Dharwad central segment, following which his followers expressed their anguish against the party's high command. Like Shettar, Yediyurappa had rebelled against BJP in the 2013 Karnataka election. Shettar was CM back then thanks to Yediyurappa's pressure on BJP leadership to have a Liangate in office. Yediyurappa formed his own party without making much impact himself, but ensuring that BJP slipped from 10 seats in the previous election to just 40 in 2013. Can Shettar have a similar impact in the upcoming election? Earlier, former Deputy CM Lakshman Savdi quit BJP and joined Congress. Other to resign included Mudgiri MLA MP Kumaraswamy, leader state, Babu Rao Chinnachasur, Andhra legislator Putranna, former MLC Mohan Lambikai, and HD Tamannaia. Next news is about will a Gandhi finally visit Motisri? Shiv Sena's Uddhav Thackeray factions has found a buzz that top Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and party president Mallikarjun Kharge will meet Uddhav in Mumbai soon. This comes after a confirmation that Rahul's close aides KC Venugopal will pay a visit to Uddhav's family residence Matosri on Monday. If and when Rahul pays a visit, this will be the first time a member of the Gandhi family visit Matosri. Since his disqualification as an MP, Rahul has been meeting opposition leaders, triggering speculations that he is serious about a united front to take BJP in the 2024 polls. He met NCP chief Sharad Pawar, Congress's other ally besides Uddhav in Maharashtra, as part of his efforts to cement the opposition unity. Pawar's meeting with the Thackeray and Rahul Gandhi came a day after Bihar CM Nitish Kumar and his deputy Tejasvi Yadav meet the Congress leaders. Nitish Kumar and Tejasvi Yadav also meet Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on Wednesday. The likely visit to Matosri comes weeks after Rahul's remarks on BD Savarkar that irked Uddhav, who warned comrades, and also skipped a meeting of all opposition parties in March. Later, Rahul reportedly assured Uddhav that he would be mindful of the later sensitivities. Maharashtra BJP chief Chandrasekhar Bhavanpule threatened that unless Rahul apologized for his Savarkar remarks, he would not be allowed to enter the state. Congress Naina Patole responded saying BJP does not own Maharashtra. Rahul Gandhi has a right to visit the state according to his desire. BJP is worried over the growing popularity of Rahul Gandhi. In November last year, Uddhav's son Aditya Thackeray had joined Rahul's Bharat Jodo Yatra despite ideological differences, as democracy and the constitutions are in peril in the country. Next news is about COVID. India added 10,093 new coronavirus infections on Sunday. Fourth consecutive day with over 10,000 cases. This pushed active cases to 57,542 on Sunday. The death toll has increased to 5,31,114 with 23 deaths reported from 10 states. Maximum 5 deaths were reported from Delhi, followed by 3 each from Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan, 2 each from Karnataka and Maharashtra, 1 each from Haryana, Odisha, Tamil Nadu and Uttarakhand, and 4 regionalized by Kerala. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 5.61% and the weekly positivity rate at 4.78%. Delhi's daily positivity rate stood at about 32% on Sunday, while the central and Delhi government are still differing over impossible mandatory mask protocols. Doctors say such a step would be prudent. The government insists that there is no need to worry, asserting that the current surge would dissipate in next 10 to 12 days. PCRI Institute of Pulmonary Chairman Dr. G.C. Khilani said masks protect people from all in airborne droplet infections, including viral, bacterial and tuberculosis infections. According to chemists across Delhi, the demand for disposable 3-layered mask has increased in last 15 days. However, people this time are not going in fire for the N95 masks. Who's the technical advisory group on COVID-19 vaccine composition has said the booster doses of index virus-based vaccines continues to confer high levels of protections against several diseases and death caused by all SARS-CoV-2 variants, including contemporary Omicron discrescent immunoglobulins. This comes when India is witnessing a new surge of COVID-19 cases touching a 6-month high in the past week. India is now reportedly ramping up its vaccine production to tackle the sharp spike in COVID cases caused by Omicron XBB 1.116 strand. That's all for now. We will meet you again with more news. Thank you for being with us till the end and keep watching India Live to stay connected with every news of the country. Thank you.